What's going on, everyone? I am back. Today is June 28th, 2022. We're going to talk about Roku and try to see is now a good time to come in and buy this particular market. You guys can see that the price has completely collapsed. It has completely plunged, but now we may be coming to a sustainable level that people may actually try to come in and put some money to work. Now, I wanted to show you all how can we tell whether or not the market is coming in buying or are they still selling? Like, we're going to look at what Cathie Wood has been doing regarding her ARK ETF. Has she been buying Roku? Because apparently there was a couple of articles that came out to show us that yes, she did come out and bought Roku stock. It was 20 days ago that the article came out right here from the street, right? Cathie Wood watch. ARK buys Roblox and Roku but sold Spotify, right? June 8th, 2022. All right, cool. So if she felt that she wanted to come in and buy Roku, then maybe we should have done the same thing. Let's talk. Y'all appreciate my videos, my content, then welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. Go ahead and hit the like button to share the video. Also subscribe to the channel. Tap the bell notification as well, because on the real, I want you all to know whenever I create my videos, because I want you all to see how you can win in the market without the confusion. Now let's break this down. Cathie Wood bought Roku June 8th, right? Or sometime in the first quarter, who knows? Because the footprint, even though it's on the chart of her buying her position, we don't know if it's actually her or not. But we could care less because we follow the directional move of the overall market. Okay? That's what we pay attention to. So now, you guys can see that Roku has completely collapsed because just last year, look at this, July of 2021, Roku was around $500 just last year. And here we are today. 80% reduction from $500 to where we are at on the last trade of yesterday, 95. 80%. Now, you may be wondering, should we have known that the price in Roku was about to fall? Of course you should have known, because what many technical analysts like to term it, there was a double top right there. Just that simple. If you would have shorted the market at the high back in July, you would be massively successful and profitable today. But hey, a lot of you will say hindsight is 2020. All right, you didn't see that back then in July or August of last year. I get it, but you can still predict. Check this out. Cathie Wood bought Roku. All right, cool. What do you think? Do you think the market in Roku is still in an upward trend, or do you think we're in a downtrend? Charts don't lie. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to create the overall trend into the market in Roku. Let's pay attention. Now, you guys can see it. Look at this. The market in Roku is now trading back down to the overall trend. That is why Cathie came in and bought the stock. It's because the market has been confirming the overall trend all the way back to 2017. What's that, 4 years ago? 5 years? Market here is now back. That is why we're seeing the market hover and trade above the trend. That's one reason for us to know if now is a good time to come in and buy Roku. That's how you know. All right. So we're going to attach and we're going to follow the trend. Okay. That's one thing. I want to show you all the weekly chart in Roku. Okay. Now, take a look at what's been going on. The charts don't lie. All of these weekly price bars, let's talk. The market has been selling, like we give that, we can see that. But the price is closing at the high of most of those weekly price bars, even amidst all of the selling that is going on. Price is not cracking below that ascending line that I've just created. That tells us that people are buying up Roku here. They are creating their new positions in Roku. It's just that simple. Now, they're not going to come out and blast it all on social media. Mainstream media is not going to pick it all up until after the fact. Once they get done with their campaign of buying up this stock, then you'll see articles come out. Then you'll see Cathie Wood come on CNBC and do an interview saying that she did buy Roku. But the whole time she was buying it when it was cheap. So when she comes out, or when social media picks up that she was buying Roku stock, best believe that she has now entered the next phase of her selling her stock back into the market. They have to create these events, because if you're buying up millions of shares of a stock, right, you need to sell it to a willing market. You have to drum up the storyline. You got to create the narrative. So when everyone is quiet and they're not talking about certain areas, certain stocks, that's because they're working in the background. Yes, they have your attention diverted on something else while they're there buying up the stock. But when you look at the chart, you can already see it. You can tell whether or not what's really going on. You won't have to wait on the news to tell you that Cathie Wood bought Roku. You don't need to know it, because the chart has already let us know that somebody is. Look at it's on the 2 weeks. Okay. So here it is. Over the last couple of 2 weekly price bars, you're trying to tell me that with all of the volume, with all of the price action, market in Roku is not able to break below that ascending line? Oh, okay. Look at this on the 3 weeks. 5 weeks. Look at that. These two 5 weekly price bars, right? Look at the volume. Just look at the volume. But the spread of these two 5 weekly price bars is small. Volume is high though, but the price spread is small. Wow. Okay. You see that, right? And then the next thing that lets us know that buyers are coming to the market is that over those last two 5 weekly price bars, take a look. They're laying the groundwork for us. So for us to say that it's impossible for us to know what's going on is not true. We can see exactly what's going on, because when the market in Roku came down to $72, it did the same thing back in 2020. And it was acting as restriction, $72 was, for Roku back in 2019. Look at this. These two 5 weekly price bars, the market got rejected. So it's not a coincidence for us to see the buyers come back in now to support the price in Roku around 72. Okay. So, what do you think? Where do you think the market in Roku is going to go? Right? Do you think that this is the opportunity for us to come in and scoop up this stock, or should we wait? What would you do? Because I do see, let's keep it real, I do see some rejection that we still need to be cautious about, that could actually stop the progressional upward move in Roku. I can see it. And that's part of the risk, that you understand where the issues and the problems are at. And the problem and the issue that we see is around 100. Okay, so let me show it to you. The market in Roku will continue to trade sideways as long as the price stays below $100. So we can see it. We got the play. We can see what people are finding problems at in Roku. This is where the market is unable to trade and break above $100. But look what happened right here on this 5-day price bar. Right here. That tells me that the market is definitely trying to break up above 100. All right, cool. So if they're trying to move the price higher in Roku, we need to continue to expect that. So let me go ahead and put this on the chart. We're going to go ahead and play the strength into the market, and especially as long as the market trades above that 73, that ascending line that I got drawn on my chart, we're going to look for the price in Roku to move higher. Okay, we are. Now, my only problem is 100. So I'm out here telling you right now, if the market cannot break above $100, we need to reconsider how strong the market really is. Yes, we do. Now, let me see. Okay, because the first area for us to try to profit out the market in Roku outside of 100 would be here around $112, $113. That's my first price target, 112, 113. And the second one is going to be there around 120. Okay. That is where I'm looking for the market in Roku to go as we approach the month of July. Okay. There it is. Now, I want you all to tell me where do you think the market in Roku is about to go with your own price target, your own price prediction. Don't let the market, don't let the news, don't let social media try to confuse you all as to where price is headed. I've shown you what I think. Now it's your turn to let me know what do you all think. Make sure you maintain a profitability, and as always, trade different.